Black earwax killed my neighbor, and his doctor missed every warning sign for months. The terrifying part? Your earwax color predicts health disasters before any symptoms appear. Your ears produce about 1 tablespoon of earwax every month without you even thinking about it. That's roughly enough to fill a bottle cap, and yet most people never wonder where this mysterious substance comes from or why their body bothers making it at all. Deep inside your ear canal, thousands of tiny glands work around the clock like microscopic factories. These specialized glands, called ceruminous glands, pump out a waxy substance that starts its life as a clear, oily secretion. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just random goop your body decided to make for no reason. Fresh earwax has the consistency of honey and usually appears yellow or light orange. Makes sense, right? The younger the wax, the lighter and stickier it tends to be. This isn't an accident of biology. Your ears engineered this stuff to be the perfect consistency for its job. Well, what exactly is that job? Your earwax acts like a bouncer at an exclusive club, except instead of keeping out rowdy partygoers, it's blocking bacteria, dust, dead skin cells, and other unwanted guests from reaching your delicate inner ear. The sticky texture works like flypaper, trapping particles before they can cause trouble deeper inside your ear canal. Then there's the antimicrobial properties. Your earwax contains natural antibiotics that actively fight off harmful bacteria and fungi. Scientists have identified several compounds in earwax that can kill dangerous microorganisms on contact. Your ears basically created their own pharmaceutical laboratory without any help from modern medicine. But why does earwax change color and texture over time? Fresh wax starts out soft and pale, almost translucent. As days and weeks pass, it begins collecting debris, tiny flakes of dead skin, dust particles from the air, even microscopic organisms. This accumulation gradually darkens the wax, turning it from light yellow to deeper orange, then eventually to brown or even dark brown. The aging process also makes earwax harder and more brittle. What started as a sticky honey-like substance transforms into something closer to dried clay. This transformation serves a purpose too. Harder, older wax is easier for your ears to naturally expel. And the weird part is, your ears have developed an incredibly sophisticated self-cleaning system. The skin inside your ear canal grows in a unique spiral pattern, slowly moving outward like a conveyor belt. This process, called epithelial migration, gradually pushes old earwax toward the opening of your ear where it can fall out naturally or get washed away. Most healthy ears manage this entire cycle without any intervention from you. The production, aging, and removal of earwax happens automatically, like breathing or blinking. Your jaw movements from talking and chewing actually help massage the old wax outward, making the whole system even more efficient. The color of your earwax, though, can tell you more than just how old it is. Different shades might reveal important clues about what's happening inside your ears, and some of those colors deserve your immediate attention. When you check your earwax and see that familiar yellow or orange color, you can relax. That's your ear doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Most people walking around have this golden brown spectrum of wax, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Your ears are basically showing off their perfect health. Fresh earwax starts out lighter, almost like honey or amber. It's soft, slightly sticky, and ready to do its job protecting your ear canal. But here's where things get interesting. That same wax won't stay light forever. As days pass, your earwax begins its journey toward darker territory. Think of it like a banana ripening, except way less gross and actually helpful. The aging process happens because your earwax is incredibly good at its job. While it sits in your ear canal, it's constantly collecting dust, dead skin cells, and tiny particles you didn't even know existed. Each microscopic piece of debris makes your wax a little darker. That light yellow gradually shifts to deep amber, then to rich brown. It's like watching a time-lapse of your ear's cleaning system at work. Children typically sport the lighter end of the spectrum. Their earwax tends to be softer and more golden because it hasn't had as much time to collect life's little particles. Adults, we get the darker, firmer stuff. Years of living in the world means our earwax has seen more action, picked up more debris, and earned those deeper brown tones. Then there's something fascinating that many people don't know about. Genetics plays a huge role in earwax color and texture. People with East Asian ancestry often have completely different earwax, dry, flaky, and grayish-white, instead of the wet, sticky yellow-brown variety. This isn't a health problem or something unusual. It's just how their bodies are designed to work. The dry earwax actually makes perfect sense from an evolutionary standpoint. Different climates and environments shaped how our bodies produce earwax over thousands of years. What works in one part of the world might be totally different from what works in another. Age brings changes too. That soft, light wax you had as a kid gradually becomes firmer and darker as you get older. Your glands don't produce earwax quite the same way they used to, and the consistency changes along with the color. It's completely normal, just like getting gray hair or needing reading glasses. Understanding normal earwax colors helps you recognize when something's actually worth worrying about. When you know that yellow, orange, and light to medium brown are all perfectly healthy, you can stop panicking about minor color variations. Your ear isn't broken, it's just doing its thing. The real key is recognizing the difference between natural color changes and something that needs attention. While these normal colors indicate healthy ears going about their business, some colors definitely don't belong in this everything's fine category. Now we're getting into the scary stuff, the earwax colors that should make you pause and think twice. While most earwax falls into those safe yellow and brown categories we just covered, some colors wave red flags that demand your attention. Green earwax, that's your ear basically screaming infection alert. When bacteria decide to throw a party in your ear canal, they often leave behind this unmistakable green calling card. Yellow-green wax takes this warning up a notch. The green tint comes from white blood cells rushing to fight off the bacterial invaders, and honestly, it's gross but fascinating at the same time. Your immune system is literally color-coding the problem for you. But here's where things get really concerning. Red or reddish-brown earwax often means blood has joined the mix. Maybe you scratched too hard with a cotton swab, we've all been there, or perhaps there's actual injury inside your ear. Fresh blood creates that bright red tinge, while older blood turns darker and more brownish. Either way, blood in your earwax isn't something to shrug off. Then there's black earwax, which sounds absolutely terrifying and sometimes is. This dark coloration can come from several sources, none of them particularly pleasant. Fungal infections love creating black, crusty deposits in warm, moist ear canals. Dried blood from repeated trauma also turns black over time. Sometimes it's just really old, compacted wax that's been sitting there collecting debris for months or even years. The scary part? You can't tell which one it is just by looking. Let's not forget about gray earwax, especially common among city dwellers. All that pollution, dust, and airborne grime has to go somewhere, right? Your earwax acts like a filter, trapping particles from the air around you. Gray wax often tells the story of your environment. Construction workers, subway commuters, and people living near busy roads see this more frequently. While less alarming than other colors, persistent gray wax combined with irritation deserves attention. And the weird part is how your nose can sometimes detect problems before your eyes do. Foul-smelling earwax, regardless of color, signals something's gone wrong inside your ear. Healthy earwax has virtually no smell, so any strong odor, sweet, sour, or downright nasty, means bacteria or fungi are having a field day in there. Here's a stat that might surprise you. Ear infections affect about 75% of children before age 3. And adults aren't immune either. Many of these infections announce themselves through dramatic earwax color changes before pain even kicks in. Your earwax is essentially an early warning system, broadcasting trouble before you feel the full effects. The key thing to remember, sudden color changes combined with any other symptoms, pain, hearing loss, dizziness, or discharge, create a perfect storm that demands professional attention. Your ears are trying to communicate something important through these color signals. But recognizing warning colors is just the beginning. Some earwax changes hint at deeper health issues that go far beyond simple infections or environmental factors. When your earwax suddenly turns green and starts smelling like a wet gym sock, your body isn't just being dramatic. That runny, putrid mess screaming from your ear canal could signal a serious bacterial infection that's turned your ear into a microbial battlefield. The green color comes from pus cells fighting off invaders, and that awful smell, that's basically bacterial waste products having a party in your ear. But here's where it gets concerning. Frequent red streaks in your wax aren't just random color changes your ear decided to throw at you for fun. Those crimson threads often point to repeated trauma or damage inside your ear canal. Maybe you've been aggressive with cotton swabs, or perhaps your eardrum has actually ruptured. When blood keeps showing up in your wax week after week, your ear is essentially sending you a distress signal. Then there's the mystery of persistent black wax accompanied by throbbing pain. Most people assume it's just old, compacted earwax that got really dark over time. Well, sometimes that assumption could cost you your hearing. Repeated black wax with pain might indicate a fungal infection that's literally growing inside your ear canal, feeding off the warm, moist environment. Fungal love ears almost as much as they love old bread. The weird part is how your skin problems can actually show up in your earwax colors. Persistent gray or chalky white wax combined with intense itching often stems from skin conditions like eczema or dermatitis that have spread into your ear canal. Your ear canal has skin too, and when that skin gets inflamed or infected, it affects everything your ear produces. Allergies can trigger this reaction, turning your normal wax production into an irritating mess. What really should make you drop everything and call a doctor? Sudden dramatic changes in your earwax color paired with hearing loss, persistent pain, or that annoying ringing sound called tinnitus. Your ears don't just randomly decide to change their entire wax production system overnight. When multiple symptoms hit simultaneously, your body is basically waving red flags and blowing emergency whistles at the same time. Let's not forget that some infections can spread beyond just your ear canal. A serious bacterial infection that starts in your ear can potentially move to other parts of your head and neck if left untreated. That innocent-looking green wax could be the first sign of something that requires immediate medical attention. The tricky thing about earwax health problems is that they often start small and escalate gradually. You might notice slightly darker wax one day, then some mild discomfort the next week, followed by that telltale smell or pain. Your ears are surprisingly good at compensating for problems until they simply can't anymore. Makes sense why paying attention to these warning signs matters so much, right? Your earwax is like a health report card that gets updated every single day. Knowing when to take action could save you from bigger problems down the road. But there are also simple steps you can take to keep your ears healthy in the first place. Your ears aren't broken faucets that need constant fixing, but here's what most people get completely wrong about earwax maintenance. Cotton swabs are basically tiny battering rams for your ear canal. Every time you jam one in there, you're pushing wax deeper instead of removing it. Makes sense, right? You're essentially creating a snowplow effect, compacting everything against your eardrum. The ear canal isn't a straight tunnel either. It curves like a question mark, so that swab is scraping sensitive skin the entire way down. Well, here's the thing your grandmother probably never told you: ears are self-cleaning machines. The jaw movements from chewing and talking naturally massage old wax outward. It's like having a built-in conveyor belt system that works 24/7 without requiring your intervention. But some people produce wax faster than their ears can clear it. About 10% of children and over 5% of adults deal with actual earwax blockages that cause problems. These aren't just minor inconveniences. We're talking about hearing that sounds like you're underwater, constant earaches, or that annoying feeling of fullness that won't go away. The safe cleaning zone is only the outer part of your ear. You know, the areas you can actually see without a flashlight and mirror gymnastics. Your pinky finger wrapped in a washcloth works perfectly for this outer cleaning. Anything smaller than your elbow shouldn't go in your ear. That's the old school rule that still holds true. Then there's the flip side problem: over-cleaning. Some people become obsessed with having spotless ear canals, cleaning them daily with various tools and solutions. This actually strips away the protective wax layer, leaving your ears vulnerable to infections and irritation. It's like power washing your skin every day. Eventually, you'll damage the natural barriers. Earwax blockage symptoms creep up gradually. First, sounds become muffled, like someone turned down the volume on your life. Then comes the pressure sensation, followed by potential ringing or buzzing. Some people even experience dizziness when the blockage gets severe enough, and the weird part is, many people live with partial blockages for months without realizing it. They gradually adjust to diminished hearing, assuming it's normal aging or environmental factors. Only when the blockage becomes complete do they seek help. Professional ear cleaning isn't just for extreme cases. Doctors use specialized tools like otoscopes to see what's actually happening inside your ear canal. They can remove blockages safely using irrigation, suction, or special instruments designed for the job. No guesswork, no accidental damage. Let's not forget the red flag situations that demand immediate medical attention. Pain combined with unusual wax colors, sudden hearing changes, discharge that smells foul, persistent ringing, or dizziness alongside wax problems, these aren't wait-and-see scenarios. The bottom line? Your ears evolved sophisticated self-maintenance systems long before cotton swabs existed. Trust the process, clean only what you can see, and recognize when professional help is needed. Your hearing is irreplaceable, treat it with the respect it deserves, and it'll serve you well for decades to come.